I'm very passionate about the environment. I'm an environmentalist.
And I can actually be the voice and make an action.
You have a legacy that you leave behind you, and that's what leadership is for me.
Young people, we need trainings, we need education, we need empowerment, and we need incubation of our innovations.
When we give resources to youth, we are not spending money, we are investing.
Young people have made a clear call for change, voicing the need for direct access to funding to support capacity building, networking, and field experience. The GEF has responded to the call with the Gustavo Fonseca Youth Conservation Leadership Program, designed to truly empower youth in the conservation movement.
We are honored to have here with us today Gustavo Fonseca, who is the Director of Programs at GEF. In this role, his responsibilities include overseeing the portfolio of investments in biodiversity, climate change mitigation and adaptation, forests, transboundary marine and freshwater conservation, chemicals and sustainable land management. That is an impressive and urgent list of items. Welcome, we're so honored.
Gustavo Fonseca led a life devoted to science and policy, paving the way for young scientists and conservationists. His legacy empowers the next generation.
I admire him because he was one of the few tropical scientists who understand the importance of working within the nexus of science and policy. I admire him a lot also as a person that recognizes that one of the biggest challenges that we have today is how do we narrow down the gap within the older generation, the actual generation, my generation who has today the power to decide in public and private sector, with the young generation who feels that our generation compromised their future. He understood very well ways by which we can narrow down that gap and accelerate the change of guard, the system change, and how we can help those young, bright conservationists and scientists to become major decision makers.
Nos últimos 15 anos, Gustavo teve papel fundamental para o desenho do que é hoje o GEF. Foi também responsável por notável e inspiradora contribuição ao desenvolvimento da ciência e da ação em defesa da biodiversidade global, missão que cabe a todos nós resguardar.
Gustavo Fonseca was one of the greatest scientists in Brazil dealing with ecology, dealing with protection of ecosystems. He was a full professor at the University of Minas Gerais, Federal University of Minas Gerais, and did fantastic work related to many aspects of protecting ecosystems, maintaining biodiversity, understanding the role of biodiversity of many biomes in Brazil.
Gustavo was a mentor to all, including me, but especially kind and enabling to students. So the Young Leaders Program is the perfect way to develop the next generation of Gustavos to achieve a sustainable planet.
This new GEF effort ensures his legacy will endure for a long time as it supports the next generation to care for the natural world.
This fund will, as young people, will help us to be empowered. It will help us to be more informed on some of the global policies, and also will help us to unite to really unite together as young people around the world.
We are grateful for GEF because this is a start of meaningful engagement that we young people have been looking for.
Over the next 4 years, this new program will disperse $10 million across 4 main components: fellowships, grants, awards, and opportunities for networking. Graduate and postgraduate fellowships enable young conservationists to dive deeper into critical environmental issues, embracing their power to respond to challenges. Small grants provide support to experience the power of nature and feel the inspiration that will sustain careers in conservation and policy making. Financial awards establish incentives to sharpen leadership skills at global and international events. Biennial environmental symposiums provide the space to bridge intergenerational exchange, revealing opportunities, resources, and potential mentorships.
What's wonderful with this new fund that's being created is that we are not only honoring Gustavo's legacy, we're also carrying on his tradition of training emerging students and also in providing small grant funds to continue to stimulate the development of a cadre of great future conservationists, not just in Brazil, but really all around the world.
I think there is no better honor to Gustavo than the program. The idea is for us to find many Gustavos around in the new generation, and not only in Brazil, you know. We want people from Africa, we want people from Asia, we want people from Latin America, because the young are our hope. And with these people, I think Gustavo's memories will live with us forever.
I am super excited for the new GEF Youth Fund because it's a dream come true.
I think every generation hopes that the next generation lives better than they do.
Hope is us. Hope is about us playing our role as much as we can.
My advice is that, take this agenda, make it yours, because it's your agenda at the end of the day that will eventually determine the future that you will live in. So, as some say, the best way to predict the future is to build it and to construct it. So you need to construct that future because that's where you're going to live.